My screen is visible? You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So till here we discussed, right? This delivery block and movement type. Yeah, the movement type I think I mistake actually. I mistook actually. 602 is for PGI reversal. That's not return goods. Return is 651 only. Okay. 651 and 653. As I said, if you don't need a quality inspection to be done for the return good, you will use the 653. And if you have to put it into the quality stock, but when I say when you need to put your stock to the quality stock means quality team needs to take a look of that material of that or the product. Once they pass it, then only that will be coming to your unrestricted. Unrestricted stock means something which is ready to sell. Okay, that material or that product don't need any inspection. But if someone says your goods lying in the quality or inspection stock, that means unless until the quality person checks and check the quality and they approve it, you cannot use it. Okay, they will use their own T code to what you call to punch those data in SAP. We don't bother about that. Just for information purpose, I'm telling you. Like we do VH01, VL01, VF01, all those things, right? Similarly, quality module, QM module will do their own transaction to do that quality, and once they are okay, they will put the material to the unrestricted. So they use their own T code and all. So we don't bother. Let's not discuss that one. This we already covered. These all are different examples only, like how it will be used, what is the effect. Okay, consignment stock, 631, 32, 33, 34. What will be the counting entry? So those all are here. Once I share this document, you need to go through all these. Okay, because these things may ask you in the interviews also. Like tell me the accounting entry for 633, or tell me the accounting entry for 601. Okay, so you need to go through all this. Now, okay. Till now we never discussed this STO process, right? Did we?
No.
Okay. So I'll give you a basic idea what this STO is. STO is stock transfer order. Okay. Or a stock transport order also. Okay. Sometimes they call it a stock transfer. Sometimes they call it a stock transport. Meaning is same. Basically, you are transporting or transferring your stock somewhere. Now, this is not a sale process. Okay. STO is not a sale process. STO is something when you are moving your own goods. Let's say I have a two plant. One is situated in Pune and one is situated at Chennai, and I want to transfer my goods to from Pune to Chennai or from Chennai to Pune, anything. Then I will create this STO process, because see, both plant are different company. I mean, though it's coming anyway situated or reporting to the same company, but at a reporting level, if sale is happening from Pune, that credit needs to be given to the Pune team or Pune plant only, right? And also the valuation also. So to cover up all those things, you cannot simply transfer your goods. You will simply cannot load the truck and send the material. In SAP, you need to capture that shifting also, right? Because the stock movement, as I said, the valuation movement, everything needs to be transferred, not only the goods. So to capture all those information, we create STO. Okay, and as I said, you are moving from one plant to another. So obviously there will be one supplying plant and one receiving plant. Let's say from Chennai to Pune you are sending, and Chennai becomes your supplying plant, Pune becomes your receiving plant. Okay. Now STO could be of two, three types. Okay, I'll give you a very simple example to understand why we need these two different types. Actually, if you divide STO, there are multiple ways, but I'll give you a very basic example. Let's say in Chennai itself, I have two plants, okay, in the same company, same premises. The area is very big, and I have multiple plant in the same location, in the same premises, means under the same boundary I have. Now, if I have to move that good from one plant to another in Chennai itself, in the same premises, I don't need delivery, right? and I don't need delivery challan. What will happen in the real world, if you load something in your truck and if you come out and you travel somewhere, at the border security or state border, they will catch you. They will ask you, where is the bill, what you are carrying, is it stolen, why, from where you are transferring this goods. They need some information, right? So if you are sending your goods from one premises to another premises, then you need that delivery challan stuff. But if you are transferring your goods within the same premises, then you don't need that delivery challan, because the truck will never come out of your company. It will just take the one plant from other plant, that both plants are situated in the same location, same premises, same under the same boundary. So I don't need that delivery challan. Delivery challan is something you can say the bill, kind of billing only. Okay, in STO we call it delivery challan. Now, as I said, let's say when you are moving from Chennai one plant to Chennai second plant, the same premises, that you can do via one step also, because you don't need delivery, you don't need that delivery challan or all those stuff, right? You only need to capture the stock and valuation and everything that you need to take care. So that can be taken care by the first one step also. And also, let's say even though it's the same premises, hardly how much time it will take to transfer the goods. 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, that's it, right? That goods will be transferred from one plant to another plant. But let's say I'm sending from Chennai to Pune, it may take some 3 days, 4 days, 2 days, something it will take to transfer, right? So now when the goods is between Pune to Chennai, while transferring, that good we call it goods in transit. Means the goods is neither lying on the Chennai, neither reached Pune. It is somewhere in between. So goods in transit. Okay, that is also one of the term in STO process actually, that also you need to remember. And I say one step to a step. One step means you click something, everything is done. From one plant to another plant, movement is done. That we will do mostly when you are transferring the goods in the same premises. Two a step, as I said, mostly we use when you are transferring from, let's say, from Chennai to Pune. Then you will create STO, then you will create a delivery, you will create a delivery challan. There will be goods in transit scenario also coming into picture. So those kind of things we cover in STO 2 step. How we do and all we will discuss later. That's fine. Let's not go to that level. And I said, if at STO there will be two plants, sending and receiving. Now, yeah, this is important movement type 641. Okay, that we do in STO. But this movement type is 2 step. Okay. Now, why it is discussing this here, I don't know. STO it has covered so much thing here. Anyway, now as I said, one step that will be covered when you are, as I said, every movement in SAP has to be classified with a movement type only. When I am moving my goods from Chennai to Pune, it's a different type of movement of goods is happening, right? But when I'm sending my plant, Chennai plant in the same premises, that movement is a different kind of movement, right? It's not coming out of my premises, it's in my own premises, just kind of location shifting I'm doing. So then that movement we denote it via 647. Okay, and as I said, the effect you can see, the inventory stock will be reduced from the supplying plant. Obviously when you send it from some plant, let's say from A to B, obviously A plant will reduce, B plant will receive it, so it will increase in the plant B. And some inventory accounting, as I said, when you are moving goods from plant A to plant B, then that valuation of that goods also shifts, right? Let's say a fridge costs 10,000 rupees, it is lying in the plant A. So something which is a property of plant A now, so that valuation of 10,000 is lying under the plant A. But when they shift from plant A to plant B, so not only that physical good movement happen in the SAP, also you need to move that 10,000 which is lying in plant A, that also needs to be moved to plant B, right? Because that now goods has moved to plant B. So that valuation also needs to be shifted. So all those things we cover in inventory accounting. Okay. So these two you remember, 641, it's a two-step. Mostly we use this two-step only. 647 sometimes we use, and that's not that that frequent, but 641 is very frequent movement type that company uses actually for a stock transport order or stock transfer order. But you need to remember this movement type also: 641, 647. 641 two step, 647 one step. Okay, and this is return actually. Let's say you are sent from Chennai to Pune, and for some reason it has to be returned, right? Then another moment type will come, because now the same moment is happening, but it is happening because of the earlier process. To capture that moment type, we have a different, like in PJ we have 601 and then we have 602, right? The PJ reversal. So similarly here also we have some different moment type when the return is happening for STO. Okay, and yeah, as I said, uh, all this movement type, right? The one step 641 and 643. These all are intra-company. Intra-company means it's the one company code only. It has different plant. But there could be a scenario, as I said earlier, also intra and inter. These two terms will come very frequent in an SAP. So intra means within the same company code. Inter means different company codes. Okay. Now sometimes what happens, that's a group company. Let's say Tata Group. It's a group company. But let's say Tata Group, Tata Steel, Tata TRF, Tata Blue Scope. These all are individual company. These all are individual company codes. But these all are lying in the same company. Remember when we discussed this, what do you call? Uh, this thing, right? Company code could be different. Let's say Tata Steel, Tata BlueScope, Tata TRF. These all are individual company code. They have their own license to do business. But these all are lying in the same company, Tata Group only. So now when the goods movement happening between these two companies, no, so this is a legal entity. So some intercompany kind of transfer we are doing, right? Because company codes are different here. So that process we call it intercompany. Okay, and then again it's an intercompany, then obviously the movement type will be different. Now we have 645 for one step, 643 for two step. Okay, again same for return also we have two different, but returns no one asks. I mean, it could be asked if your luck is bad, then maybe the interviewer will ask you the return movement type. But if you remember the forward movement type also, that's fine. 643, 645. 645 is for one step, 643 is two step. Okay, let me discuss one more point here. Uh, let's say this is my yeah, let's say this is my Chennai plant A. Okay, and I have another plant here, Chennai plant B. These both are lying in the same premises. Okay, this is one company premises, both are lying in the same, this one, same premises actually. Let me put it like this. Think of another scenario where we have Pune and Chennai. We took example, right? Let's say this is my Pune plant, and then I have my Chennai plant here. And since these two companies are situated in a different premises, right? It will have its own premises, and this company is lying in Chennai in another state, so it will have its own premises. Now, as I said, good in transit will come only in this place, right? Because it's a different location. So it will go via road or via truck, via any method. So that situation will come that your goods is in transit. And as I said, whenever you are sending in STO, one becomes your sending plant, another becomes your receiving plant. Here also, let's say from Pune to Chennai we are shifting, then Pune becomes your sending plant, Chennai becomes your receiving plant. Now, when you are doing a one-step process, because I said one step mostly we use when we are doing movement within the same premises, but whether it's a one step or two step, there are few background process that SAP does. As I said, the stock will be reduced from this plant A and the stock will be added to the plant B. And when I say one step, this all thing will happen at one click only, because the movement type is very less. As I said, let's say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour. So then they use it. But here, what happens when you create a STO, you create a delivery, you do the post good issue, it will take some 2 days time, right? In transit time it will take. Then only it will move. It will reach to Chennai, right? So here what you need to do? Here you need to create a STO. You will create the delivery. You will do the goods issue. Now you have to wait for 2 days. When the goods will be received in the Chennai plant, they will again open SAP and then they will do GR. Okay, GR is good receipt. So these all process will be done in two steps, because one step you created STO, you moved the goods. Then Chennai, that receiving of goods will be done in a separate transaction. So in simple terms you can say, when issuing and receiving, that goods issue and good receipt is happening in one step, then it's called one step process. When goods issue is happening in another transaction and for good receipt you have to use another transaction, then that process we call it two step. Clear? Any questions so far? Anyone?
No, Deepak.
Okay. Then let's move to our further what we have. Yeah, now another control what we have in schedule line. Let's open schedule line category first. VOV6. Let's open any. Now you see item relevant for delivery. So whether your item is relevant for delivery or not, as I said, item category also controls that thing, and at the further down, your schedule line also controls that thing. This will control whether the item is relevant for delivery or not, right? And like I said, for service goods and all, for third party goods, there are no delivery happening from your company, right? That will be done via some other company. So then you will have a different schedule and category, and then you will mark it item not relevant for delivery. Means this checkbox basically you will not check. So that goods is not relevant for delivery. From here system understand that. Now order type. This is your order type. Okay. Though it looks like order type, it's not the sales order type. Okay. You see it's saying order type, but it's not the sales order type. What it is? Uh, as I told you, in third party, what happens when you in third party process, how it start in SAP? What is the first step in third party process? Anyone?
Ordering to the another company.
But what is the first process? Ordering you will do after
Create
something,
order.
right?
Order.
Customer order will come, right? So you will go to VA01, you will save the order. Then in the back end, as I said, you can call to the third person, the vendor also that was deliver that goods, or you can automate that as well. Why we are using this ERP and all this software? To automate our process so that these manual interventions are not required, right? So that PR, as I said, in SAP in SAP SD we have inquiry, quotation, contract, all those things. In STO process or in PO process, we call it PR, purchase requisition. It's kind of request to purchase. PO is order. Similar kind of analogy we have. Purchase order is similar to your sales order. Inquiry is similar to your PR. So in the back end, system creates this is your what do you call it, document type. Okay, I think it's ME51 or something we have. Let us see. ME51N. Yeah, you see, it's purchase requisition. And as I said, you see, this is document type. Whenever you're creating any document, order, delivery, order, purchase requisition, it will have some document type, right? So this is the document type. And this document type you will be maintaining here. Let's see for third party what is the that is NB. Yeah, NB. Let's go for NB. NB. Someone has removed maybe, or maybe it got transferred. You see, this is some schedule line for third party, some without shipping notification or something. That's fine. Let's not bother about that. This is third party scheduling. You see, here we have that order type. Why? Because here we want to order our vendor to deliver that good, right? So PO will be generated, but before PO, a purchase requisition has to be generated first. Now, once this purchase requisition is generated, what is the next step we'll do? We will convert this purchase requisition to purchase order. Like in our sales process, we do, right? We convert our quotation to sales order, right? Similarly, here also with PR only, that process will not be completed. That PR needs to be converted to PO only. Like in sales process, we cannot create delivery billing with inquiry. We need that sales order, right? So similar in PO route also, purchasing route also, we need that PO to be created first, then only vendor will deliver. And where is the control to convert this PR to PO? Where was that control? We discussed, I think, 3-4 days back maybe. Anyone remember? Where is that control? No one? Let me see. See this checkbox? Create PO automatically. Or else what will happen? When you save the sales order, this NB will be created. But to create that PO, someone has to go to ME21N, okay, and they need to create the PO manually. See, this is purchase order. Someone will create manually. To avoid this, you can use this feature. You can put this checkbox. So when you save the sales order in your sales process, a PR will be created and automatically this PR will be converted to PO. As I said, similar kind of process that we have in inquiry, quotation and sales order. Okay. So there are two fields important here for third party. This is one document type. This is a very good interview question actually that these people will ask you. For third party, how system creates the purchase requisition automatically. So then you need to answer that purchase requisition document type we maintain in our schedule line category. From there, system understands that it has to create a PR as well. Okay. and the item category also is 5 for third party. Okay, these two you need to remember. This is two important field in the uh, third party control, actually, for third party process control. Now item category also is said CS and order and all these things, and will be created automatically background. Okay, you see it says order type NV will help to generate purchase requisition automatically in the background. Okay, as I said, when you save the order, system automatically creates by taking the same purchase requisition document type while creating sales order in third party process and IPO process. As I said, these processes are kind of very similar. The only difference is, can you tell me what is the difference in third party and IPO?
In third party, we buy from vendor, I think.
Right, and IPO?
Direct to the customer.
No, it's the other way around. In third party, vendor directly deliver the good to the customer. You don't see the good. But in IPO, vendor will deliver to you first and then you deliver to customer. Okay, the logic is same. You don't have a stock, you're buying from somewhere. But in IPO process, you get the stock in your company first, then you deliver to the end customer. That is IPO. But let's say you don't even want the goods to come to your place. You simply say, no, no, I don't want to see that good. You simply deliver that fridge, you deliver to the end customer. That's fine. So that is purely third party. Okay. Now item category also, as I said, it is important for your third party only. 5 for third party. So sometimes these people will ask you, can you tell me the document type and item category for third party in scheduler? Then you tell it's CS and item category will be fine. 5. Okay. Now there are no what to call, we are not defining any, we are just assigning it. You see, we are just assigning some value there, NB and 5, all these things. Okay, we are not doing anything. And since you see it's a third party process, that's why you don't see the movement type. You see, movement type is blank. Because that's this goods you will not do the movement, right? So why you need to capture this movement in your company, in your plant? So this is why it is blank in third party. Okay, now
Deepak, in IPO, there is a movement type. Because we tell
IPO could be. Well, I'm also not very sure. Uh, it could be there. I will check and I'll get back. I'll answer you maybe tomorrow or after some time. But in IPO, we get the goods, right, and then we deliver it to end customer. Mm, okay, I'll check this one. Maybe or may not be. I'll check this one. Okay.
okay,
Okay. Now this account assignment category. Okay. Sometimes what happens? You do a MIGO or PGI document, or let's say when you create a PGI. Let's talk about the normal sale process, right? You create your sales order, you create your delivery, and then you do the PGI, right? When you do the PGI, system creates a inventory accounting document, correct? Or let us do one thing. Let us see uh, our PGI document maybe. So that was CP. Okay, let's go to CP. 601. It's a blank actually. MTS return cost center. Trying to find some easy example so that you can understand this one. Yeah, in third party, as I said, we don't get the stock in our company, right? But in some process, we do some false migo. Okay, false migo means we will be doing the migo, that we will put all those data and all. You will click on that post goodies everything. A migo document will be created. Okay, but accounting document will not be there. Why? Because that goods we are not doing anything, we are just doing a dummy migo, that we call it dummy migo. Okay, so dummy migo is something you will do the migo, but accounting entry will not generate. Okay, so where we control that thing, we control with this account assignment category only. Okay, I don't remember the good example to explain you this one. When we will discuss this third party, we will discuss this again, this account assignment category field, where we use it and how we use it. But as of now, just remember this one. If someone asks you for dummy migo, how do we control that accounting entry should not be generated, then you need to tell we control it via account assignment category. That control we have in schedule line category in VOV6. Okay, so from here we control this. We'll cover this when we do, I think, for third party process, when we will discuss in detail. That time we will discuss this point again. Now, these all are not that important, you can ignore this. This is also not that important. Yes, now this is an important field actually, this availability. Where is that field? Yeah, this one. Okay, this is very important field in schedule line. Just give me 1 second, guys, I'll be back. Yeah, so as we were discussing, this availability checkbox, this is very important. Why? Because when you create a sales order, right? Okay, tell me one thing, do we need this availability to be performed for third party? Whether material is available or not, do we need to perform this for third party process?
Not really, because anyways we don't have the material in our place.
Right. Let's say for cash order, do I need to perform this availability?
Yeah, I don't think for that also, because it is also readily got available cash.
Right. That customer is seeing the good, then only he is speaking and he is buying, right? So for those
Yeah.
process, you don't need the availability to be availability check to happen. Okay. So this is one of the primary control what we have in availability in schedule line. Okay. If someone asks you the prerequisite of availability check, so this is one of the primarily prerequisite. Before, if you don't check it, if you don't if you remove this checkbox, system will not check the availability. Okay. And okay, this also is important actually. These two, basically these two are kind of a pair actually, you can say, the requirement and availability. Okay, let's say I'm creating a sales order, or let's say I'm some customer came to me, I don't have the stock, then I need to inform to my production team, right, that I need this stock, I have a customer now, and this customer is asking the goods to be delivered on, let's say, 20 of April or something, but I don't have a stock. So I want to inform this to my production planning team, right, so that they can produce. Correct? So how that information passes to the production team? With this requirement checkbox only. Okay. Not only with this one, whenever you see this kind of statement, one of the prerequisite. So there are some different prerequisites also. Like to create a sales order. What is my prerequisite? If I have to create a sales order, what are my prerequisite? There are so many prerequisites. Tell me few. Prerequisite of creating a sales order. Anyone?
Prerequisite of, sorry.
Prerequisite of creating sales order. Before creating sales order, what else do we need handy? What else should be there? Then only I can create sales order.
Partner determination.
Pricing.
Okay. What else? No, you have went inside the SAP.
Sales area, basically. Sales
Right.
area.
Sales area. That pricing is important. That the other thing partner with that is also important. But before going to that level, what is the first thing you do in VA01? In VA01, what do you do in VA01? What data you enter?
Like we are creating sales order.
Right.
Sales area, customer,
Right.
this,
So
and
to prerequisite of sales order, if someone is asking, you need to say first we need to have a order type, right? When you're creating a sales order, you need to have order type, then only you will create, right? So that's a prerequisite of creating a sales order. You need to have a sales area, right? Then you need to
Yeah.
have some customer. Then you need to have some material,
Yeah.
right? There's partner determination pricing anyway. That's fine. That is also required. But primary requirement is this one, right? Only before, I mean, I don't, let's say I don't have this order type, I don't have sales area, I don't have customer material, then I cannot create it, right? So that's what we call it prerequisite. Prerequisite means that has to be ready beforehand. Okay? Then only you can create a sales order. So similarly, to transfer the requirement to the production team, there are few settings that has to be in place, right? Then only that requirement will be transferred. So this is one of the prerequisite or one of the requirement or one of the configuration that has to be there. Then only your of requirement will happen. Let's say I have my order type, but I don't have my sales area. Can I create my sales order? No, right? So even though one of the prerequisite is available or one of the prerequisites meets the requirement, the other prerequisite doesn't meet the requirement. So why the process I cannot complete. So similarly, for transfer of the requirement from sales order to production team, this is one of the prerequisite. There could be some other that we will cover later, but this is one of the prerequisite. Okay, let me open MD04 since we are discussing. I'll just quickly show you how this MD04 looks like. When you go to MD04, you need to tell which material you want to see the data. Okay, let's not put this one because this is our. Let's put TG12 1010. Now you see here, this gives you a total overview of this TG12 material under the plant 1010. How much you have, how much you need, everything you can see here. Okay, you don't need to go to that technical, but you need to see at least how you read it. So what I'm reading, I'm trying to find the data for TG12 for plant 1010. You see, this is delivery. This is my stock. So as of now, I have 247 stock available. Okay, and let's say there is a delivery. You see this delivery. So this delivery will have two quantity. Then again another delivery for one quantity. So all those detail you see here, the storage location, everything you can see. And this MD04, not only you, even the production planning team will always use this one. Because let's say you don't have a stock. So what will happen when you create a sales order? There will be one line created here. Let us try to see for our material. I don't know whether we'll have that one or not. TG12 underscore 96F. That we have that BTT. don't have that. That is not updating, or else what will happen? Maybe the other prerequisites are not fulfilled, that's why it's not happened. But let's assume that stock is not there, then what will happen when you create a sales order? There will be one more line created here with that sales order number, okay, and with that date also. Let me put TG12 again, because whenever that requirement has to be transferred, there are few things that requires your, that is important. The date also, you see the date, which date, how much quantity. So based on this, based on this data, your production team will plan their production. Okay, so this is how it transfers actually. So these two is very important, requirement and availability. The same control you will see in the requirement class also. Okay, just remember this thing. The same two control we have in schedule line category also. The same two control we have in requirement class also. Okay, let's see in my order if I have that requirement class. I don't remember. Okay, requirement type I have. Okay, we'll discuss this requirement type, requirement class later. Okay, so as of now, these two buttons we have, or you can think is it is in a different way like this also. These two control is under the SAP SD, right? We control the schedule and category controls, right? So it's something we have the control at schedule line level. The same control is available at the requirement class also. That control PP team uses the same control. It's kind of and kind of button, right? Let's say you remember, you know this and or functionality, right? And means both has to be checkbox, then only it will work. Or means any button is active, it will work. But in SAP, one of the requirement means it's a kind of and functionality. We also need to activate it in the requirement class. This production team also needs to activate, then only that functionality will work. Okay, mostly in both the side it will be turned on only, but as I said, SAP gives all those options to control. Wherever that node or some branches are happening, SAP gives that control. Okay, this product allocation is not that much requirement. Yeah, so in schedule, I said it's very few control we have, few you need to remember, like the movement type, this delivery block, item relevant for delivery. Okay, this even if you don't remember, that's fine. These two fields for third party, for normal process we don't use it. Okay, then this also, as I said, this account assignment will help you for always remember this. Whenever this terms comes, account assignment, you always remember this dummy migo. Okay, always remember these terms. Dummy migo means we are doing the migo, but accounting entry will not generate. Like we have performa invoices. Remember in SAP SD, the sales process, we have performa invoices. That also is kind of invoice only, but that's not the legal invoice. So accounting entry will not generate. My GL entry will not be created at the time of performa. But if I print it, it will look like original invoice only. Everything will look same. The logo, the material, the prices, everything will look same. But the only difference is it will not post anything in the GL. Just for checking purpose, we use this performa. So similarly, dummy migo. We do the migo, we capture it, but accounting entry will not be there. Okay, now after that, this requirement and availability, these two are very important. Okay. In completion, let's ignore it. We'll discuss this once we cover this in completion procedure. We'll cover this thing. So this is all about your schedule and category controls. Now that was the control in schedule line. Now how your schedule line is determined. So determination is very simple. As I said, schedule line always you need to remember as a switch or as a control that links you from the production. Remember in the here also, as I said, these two checkbox, right? These two are something closely related to your production team, right? Whether availability to happen or not, whether my transfer, I want to transfer my requirement or not. So determination will be done based on two things only: item category and MRP type. Okay. Now what is the T code? VOV5. Let's go to VOV5. VOV5. And parallelly let us open our sales order also. Okay. So what is the requirement? Item category. So what was my item category in my sales order? 10. Let us put 10. Now what is asking? MRP type. MRP type will be coming from your material master. Okay, let's go to material master. किधर गया? Yeah, display material. I need to go to MRP. What is my MRP type?
ND.
ND. Let's put ND. Means this line is working for me. So what should come? CP. Let's go back. Let's go back again. No, here only schedule line. Yeah. What is the schedule line? It got determined? CP only, right? From where the CP came? From this line. Okay. And again the same functionality we have. We do C3, but if you double click, you will see 10 options. Also we have manual. This is a propose. Propose means the default. It will come automatically. You can have your own. Anything you, let's say for manual process you want something, that also you can do. Clear? So this interface is very simple actually. Item category. And the schedule and category determination, item category and the MRP type. Once this is the first what you find in your sales order, and this data comes from your material master, and based on this your schedule line will be determined. Okay, this is very simple determination actually. Okay, one more thing, like you see in this case, we do have item category, but we do not have MRP type. Then also determination will work anyway, but what will happen? System will only consider this as a parameter to determine. System will ignore this MRP type. Okay. Similarly, we have this item category or anywhere wherever the determination is there and there are 4 fields and one of the fields are blank, then system ignore that field and system only consider this one. If item category is ADP1, system will put the F3 at the schedule line level for that sales order. If your metal master is blank, I mean metal master MRP type is blank. Okay. So it's not mandatory that this both has to be there, then only your schedule line category will come. No. If it is not there, system will only consider this one. If it is matching, it will put F3. Okay. No. Okay. So far, we have covered the structure of your sales order data, right? How my sales order data is structured? Anyone? There are 3 ways, right? 3 different data we have. What are those in sales order? No one remembers? Will come again?
Header,
Right. What else?
like header level, item level, and schedule line.
Correct. So that was for sales order. In delivery, we have only 2, header and item. We don't have schedule line in the delivery. Okay. So most of the, as I said, most of the header data control will be done by your delivery type, like same similar kind of, like in sales order also, whatever we do in the sales order type, that will be kind of a header control, right? Header data that will be controlled. Okay. Now, like we have item category in our sales order, we also have your delivery item category as well. Okay. When you create a sales order item category, you see that pop up or that copying all those relevant data in the backend, right? Remember that one? So when you create any item category for sales order, system also in the backend, it also creates the item category for delivery as well. Even though you don't create it manually, it creates it. Okay. But we generally don't use this delivery item category control, because most of the control we do in the sales order level itself. But you need to understand there are delivery item category also. How you can see? Let's go to the delivery maybe. Let's go to your delivery. If you double click here, you see item category. Okay. So in short, it has written item category, but it is delivery item category. Okay. Remember this thing. It's not the order item category. Okay. What is the T code to create sales order document type? Yeah.
Sales order VA01.
No, no, sales order creation document type, where you will create document type like ZOR, ZOR9, all those things.
OVKK,
No, no,
I guess.
OVKK is for pricing procedure determination. No,
Uh,
OVKK is this one, right? This is here where you will. Oh, sorry, OVKK. Here you don't create document type. What is the T code to create document type for sales order? Like we created ZOR9, right? ZOR, ZOR9, ZOR8. Which T code?
VOV
VO,
V8.
right. So VOV8
okay.
was the T code for sales document type creation. Here you create the sales document type. So similarly, we do create the delivery document type also. Because as I said, when you create a delivery, let's say this is my delivery. So yeah, you see, there's a delivery type LF. So we are, since in this case we are using a standard, we could use any customize also as per the requirement. We can use our own. So what is the T code for delivery? You see, there are so many delivery types. Okay. What is the T code to create delivery type? It's OBLK or 0VLK. Okay, I think both works actually. I don't know why SAP has done like this. Let's put OBLK first. I mean 0VLK. You see, 0VLK also works. Let's try to put O. So this also works. You see, I don't know why SAP has done like this. So OBLK, 0VLK both works. Okay. So here you have all your delivery document type controls. You see the number ranges, okay, and all those things. But as I said, mostly we don't use this control this much, because most of the control we do at the sales order level, sales item category level itself. Delivery level control we rarely use actually. Okay. But let's see what else is important here. Yeah, and the table level data, since it has only two, header and item. So LIKP contains your header data for delivery, LIPS contains your item related data for any delivery. Okay. Now these all same thing, basically the overall document type, item category, schedule and delivery type. Okay. Okay, delivery document type control. So what else we have? Okay, now as I said, let's say it's outbound delivery, you are selling your goods to customer, and there could be another delivery, return delivery, when you are taking back the faulty goods from the customer to your location. Both will be delivery only, but the category will be different. Okay, like you see, normal, I think it's uh, J, and for I think R, no, T. You see, return delivery for order. Okay, so the category will be different. Okay, so this is what for category we use. Like in order, we have like the order type, everything we define in VOV8, whether it's inquiry, quotation. But how system differentiates whether it's inquiry or quotation with the document category. So similarly, in this one also we have category level. If it's a normal standard delivery, it will be J. For return, it will be T. Okay, both delivery type you will create in this OVLK or 0VLK only, but the category will be different. Okay, let's see, maybe I think it will be LR, I think, for return delivery. Let's see. Yeah, so see, for LR the category is T. You can create your own, you can copy this one, that's fine. But when you copy, as I said, this category and all, we generally don't play around with this, because this is not only it just appear here only, it controls a lot of thing in the backend also. So generally we don't play around with this category. Okay, if you want to create return delivery, you copy LR, you copy it, you give your own number, anything, ZLR9 or something. Okay, anything you can put. Okay, let's not okay, yes, you don't change this one. Maybe you want a different number in that, fine, you can use it, different control you can use, but category generally we don't play around. We usually try to keep the same uh, document category. Okay, let's stop here only. Any confusion so far?